Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today. Today is Sunday, April 20th, 2025. Happy Easter if you celebrate. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, the Insta, the Pinterest, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If it fits, some of it fits, fabulous. God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not fit, just leave it on this fucking table for anyone else, because you do not need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. Right? Right? Fucking around with you today. Spill tea deck. Like spill the tea deck. Like an offshoot of an offshoot, because they're both offshoots. I got this off Amazon. I don't know if that was, I honestly don't remember if that was $10 or $16. Somewhere around there. Smackers. I should say smackers from now on. 16 smackers. We got one on the table. Ooh, I don't remember seeing this. When I get a new deck, I usually go through and look at every single card just to see. But I don't remember this one. I like it though. It reminds me of like story time when you're in like kindergarten or at the library. I just heard Never Ending Story. Yeah, that reminds me of Never Ending Story. Pardon me. Ooh. We got 3 on the table. Okay. It's different, but it's not different. Go figure. Four on the table. Five on the table. Six on the table. Seven on the table. Let's do 2 more shuffles here. Eight on the table. Nine with bottom of the deck. All right. The real story. We got pushing boundaries. Release expectations. Push and pull. Boundaries respected. Sounded like I said respective. Gossip spread. Unfiltered truth. It's complicated. Yes, it is. And bottom of the deck, new perspective. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It don't matter. This is my iced vanilla coffee from Burger King, which, I'm sorry, I love it. The coffee is strong. The vanilla flavor is there. It's just sweet enough. I love it. Here's the deal. Someone is going to come in with what they consider to be the real story, okay? With the pushing boundaries card, this is someone that pushed boundaries with you in the past, ignored your boundaries, that kind of thing, and probably will continue to do so, just honestly. Especially if this is like a long-term friend or family member, or even if they were a lover, but you knew them a long time, like an on-again, off-again lover for like 20 years, right? This is somebody that feels like they can push it, like just enough, and you'll just let it slide. Even if they come back around. You should release expectations for this interaction when they come back in with this real story. The card says, let go of expectations and allow things to unfold naturally. I know it's hard. With the push and pull, this is someone that you should not go back and forth with, okay? When this person comes in with their story, with their truth, right? You're going to need to make a decision. If this person wants to come back into your life, are you going to allow them back into your life or are you not? It's either or. There's no hem and haw. The push and pull in the relationship causes emotional instability. You need to do what is best for you emotionally, mentally, and even physically. Sexually, if this was a sexual relationship. So I said this person is more than likely not going to respect your boundaries for the most part. You respect theirs. You always have. I'm going to say it like this. Well, hold on. Let me say the gossip spread card. Rumors are spreading quickly. So whoever this person is, whenever you fell out of communication, stop talking to each other, stop fucking with each other. And that doesn't necessarily just mean fucking. That means consorting. This person spread gossip about you, lies, slander, etc. The unfiltered truth, the it's complicated, and the new perspective. I've said this before in regards to my own situation, and I'm going to say it here, okay? There are always 3 sides to every story. Your side, their side, and the truth. Are any of them wrong? Are any of them right? They're all right. They're all wrong. They're all right. None of them are wrong. Everybody has an interpretation of events. Let me use my story as an example because I think the ex-best friend of 30 years, right? She sexually assaulted me twice. I fully believe in my heart that's what that was. That's what those interactions were. It was assault. I was forced and put in a position to do something that I did not want to do. When I said no, that was refused. The first time I was assaulted by her, I wasn't even in the right frame of mind, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I was drunk. I was high. I had no idea what was going on. what that was. It wasn't me. The second time, I said no more than once, and I was denied. I was overrode, right? She assaulted me anyway. Does she look at those situations as assault? I'm sure she doesn't. I'm sure she doesn't. Absolutely, I'm sure she doesn't. A, because she doesn't want to take any accountability or blame for anything. And B, she's overall in denial about everything in her life anyway. That being said, those two interactions, the way that they made me feel as though I was assaulted. Therefore, I was assaulted. And it's very hard to come to that conclusion and that idea when you're talking about your best friend of 30 plus years. Because at the time, I didn't want to throw that relationship away. That was my best friend. My sister, if you will. So if anybody thinks like, oh, you just didn't want to be friends with her, you made it up. First of all, that's ridiculous. Like, if I didn't want to be friends with her, I would have just been like, hey, I don't want to be friends with you. I'm an adult, you know. I was 42 at the time. I'm adult enough to say, hey, I think our friendship is over. When she did what she did to me, and I talked to her 3 times, when I confronted her about the situation, I thought she was in love with me. Maybe she is. I have no idea. I do believe she's a closet lesbian, though she fucks men and women. When I confronted her, I got no answer. The answer I got was, I love you like your family. You want to fuck your family? That was what God said to me. She wants to fuck our family? Does that sound normal to you? This is all my interpretation. Her interpretation of events is going to be a whole other story. Which one is wrong? Which one is right? Neither one is right. Neither one is wrong. It's all the truth. I felt how I felt. I still feel how I feel. I will always feel that way going forward, which is why I don't have anything to do with her, which is why I went no contact. I haven't called her in over 2 years, texted her, emailed her, nothing. I've looked at her Facebook a couple times. That's the only social media of her I know. I know she's on X, Twitter. I have no idea what her handle is. I could care less. I've looked at her Facebook a couple times. There's nothing on there. Nothing is public. So me just going on there is really just honestly to see if she's still alive, but you can't really tell that anyway. And I do it under my real name. I don't have a fake Facebook or a fake anything. Everything I have is out there in my name, or it's in the Humble Hermit LLC. There's nothing that's hidden. I don't make fake accounts. I don't troll people. That's not worth my time. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of energy. Why would I take my positive energy and turn it into that negative energy? It doesn't make sense. Does she do that? Maybe. I don't know. I don't care. Whoever this person is, they have one side of the story. You have one side of the story. The truth is somewhere in the middle. It's complicated. Yeah, it's complicated. You're talking about 2 people, their feelings, their emotions, their mental acumen, right? Like, did I use that word right? I don't even know. Like, you're talking about 2 people with 2 different ideas, 2 different perceptions, new perspective. When this person comes in and says what they have to say, and I really do believe this person believes this to be the truth. Will it match your truth? Maybe not. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Maybe not. I really do believe they're going to come in with the truth, whoever this person is. You might garner a new perspective on the situation, friendship, family member, lover, whatever the case may be. Someone helps you see things from a new perspective. You might talk about it with other friends, other family members, a new lover, if you have that. You're still being called, whoever you are, to not go back and forth with this person. If you want them in your life, have them in your life. If you don't, you don't. Either keep them or release them. Hold on to them or let them go. Again, I don't necessarily think this person is going to respect your boundaries going forward. Just because they did not in the past, they probably will continue to not going forward. Totally up to you whether you want to deal with that or not. This could be somebody that you decide, okay, like we'll be friends or I'll let you back into my life. But you do and you don't. You know what I mean? Like it's just not the same. Like maybe you agree to let them back in and you talk for a few weeks and then you both fall off and then that's it. It happens. It happens. God's just saying, don't go back and forth with them and don't let them jerk you around. If they come in with this truth and you listen and you register it, you understand it. You may not agree, but you understand it. And you still decide, hey, I don't want to have anything to do with you. If this person tries to start some bullshit with you, I think that's even more a sign to just let them go, right? Just let it go. Because again, if they can't respect your boundaries, if they can't respect you as a human being, fuck them. Seriously, fuck them. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great day and or evening, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.